For potatoes, we run a 2-bed, 4-row system, and for onions we're running a 3-bed drill with cultivators, etc. So it's all coming back to a single bed system and multiples of that. The sprayer is on a 9-bed system, but our basis all starts from 68-inch or 1.7272. So the sprayer's going down the same tram line each time. There's one of them in behind us here, multiples of 9. So this has been the same spray track all the way through the CTF. So our primary tillage all the way through to our bed preparation, whether it's spuds or onions, is done with GPS. Our planting operation is done with GPS, and from that point onwards we're not actually using GPS. It's pretty clear where the beds are once they're established and you've got a crop growing. The sprayer's not on GPS. You can probably see behind me that he's fairly straight there. We're spraying in marginal conditions at times, pretty wet underfoot, or even in the rain for some applications. So actually having GPS for every single operation, we don't see that as critical. So far we've done an onion crop, a potato crop, a wheat crop, and we're currently in this season's onion crop. So next year, year 5 potato crop, that's what I'm looking forward to, and I'm looking forward to seeing benefits here in the field, and for our other divisions within the company, benefits for the pack house as well in terms of making their operation more efficient as well. But we are taking CTF type principles into our cultivation on a season by season basis. So although it's not 100% pure, we are seeing benefits in reducing cultivation costs by cultivating with some of our CTF type methods. I think our biggest restraint at the moment for rolling out CTF further is potato harvesting equipment. That's probably the biggest challenge, getting your head around that. We've had to modify one of our potato harvesters to harvest in a CTF fashion, but onions are pretty easy to get your head around that. We do grow some carrots, and they're not grown on this site here, and that's a real constraint with CTF at the moment, because the way in which we harvest our carrots is running over 100% of the paddock. We'll take potatoes as an example. Next season we'll still come through with a subsoiler and subsoil the beds once these onions are harvested. So we have 2 legs going into each bed. After that we'll come through and clean out the wheel tracks. Sort of mid-March type time we'll come through here, 1 pass PTO machine that will break up any bigger clods and form the spud moulds. I'm almost confident we may even be able to go with another type ridging machine that hasn't got PTO and pull some moulds up with no PTO required. We can take the same subsoiler type implement, run it in here on that 150 horsepower tractor, stick it next door into the conventional, and it won't go anywhere. You need to swap it onto the 300 horsepower tractor. So it's pretty clear cut when you see it happening. It's fumes going up your pipes, basically dollars and cents. So if you can reduce the amount of horsepower for your cultivation, you're going to make real big savings. We're definitely burning a lot less diesel in the CTF. One, obviously because we're using lower horsepower tractors, and 2, we're probably doing it with 1 primary subsoil and a second bed form type operation, whereas a conventional site there'll be a primary cultivation. We'll potentially go in there once or twice with a tine plough type implement, rotary hoe, and then pull up the moulds. So far less input on the cultivation in the CTF. With these beds, I think we're pretty confident that we're increasing our soil water holding capacity. Your infiltration's better, and in effect basically the bucket can hold more in these beds here. This is an irrigation free block, so come harvest time we've accounted for these two blocks separately, so hopefully we'll see some yield gains from that point of view in the CTF block compared to the conventional block. I keep reiterating, wheel track maintenance I think is the key to CTF. So keeping these down and fairly similar shape to the tractor wheel, so they're almost like a railway line. Once you're in there, it's very difficult for the tractor to get out either side of the bed. So we're literally trialling this today. We haven't really done this, the wheel track ripping in the CTF site. So a lot of CTF is learning as you go. You've got to try stuff. So you can see it's a fairly narrow slot we're making here, but I'm hoping we're just loosening up this wheel track enough, and you can see how far it's sort of slotted in there, and I'm hoping that's going to make things easier for us in the summer when we come in to do the sort of final maintenance on these wheel tracks. Yeah, if we get any rainfall events here, hopefully you know, the water will come down the slope, but it'll drop down into these cracks and slow the speed of the water movement and increase the amount of infiltration. And it's just great we can bring our customers out here and show them that we're taking soil sustainability on seriously and trying to develop that more into our farming systems.